All right, ladies and gentlemen, of course, this is now the favorite time of everyone's part of our show, and
The
that, of
beginning
course,
of it?
is the beginning. If you have an additional thought, topic, anything that you want to drop into the chat, please do so, and we will chat about it.
Should you like
Otherwise,
type it into the chat? I mean,
drop it.
drop
Chat
it. Drop it
whatever.
will not be very functional on a computer.
Drop it
Just
like
break it. You don't want to drop hot things on your computer, bro. Just melt it.
I do like the fact that the 24-hour Smite server that was used to do the Twitch stuff was destroyed by an employee who accidentally dumped water on it.
Yes, liquids in your computers. Yeah, they don't mix.
Uh,
It's sad.
Jeez.
Do you mean JK? Just shitting? I don't know JSN. JavaScript? I don't know. I'm confused. But that's the story of my life. I never really know what's going on.
Who knows anything?
I sure as hell don't. That's my pledge in life.
Mm.
I know nothing.
Now, of course, any of you individuals out there in the audience who have perhaps seen or played or maybe created, just saying, oh, yeah, absolutely, Wet Kid, if you would like to do that. If you want to, if there's a game out there that maybe we've missed that fell off our radar or something, please hit us up, because I literally, and I apologize to the two developers, I literally found an email for games that that they gave me review codes for, and I just found them, and I really feel bad, so they're going to be at the top of my list to get played. But I have a ton of games to play. I really need to start doing some playthroughs, but unfortunately, a lot of the games I've been playing don't really...
They'd be boring to play through?
Well, it's kind of like, it's an open world, so you'll watch me run around a lot.
You can watch me run miles from one city to the next.
Point-click adventures are really easy to do. Platformers, not bad. I do die a lot, though.
Wait,
Just saying.
why do you read? I don't understand. You read?
What do you mean, read?
What do you mean by, like, I think dialogue, I think reading.
No, I die a lot in platformers.
Oh, I heard dialogue. Okay.
I love dialogue as well, but let's just say I am not going to do a choose-your-own-adventure playthrough where it's literally just dialogue.
Just text.
Actually, did I do that? No, I did a quick clip.
Would you like to read along with me today, ladies and gentlemen?
No, I will tell you this though: if I do stream like a choose your own adventure or dialogue based thing, I will do voices. I will read it aloud, and yes, the voices will continuously change. I have no consistency. Just saying.
And he tries doing these accents, and I don't even know what they are.
Who knows what anything is?
Or in this basement, it is unknowable.
Indeed, it is.
Or unknown.
I know. I thought that man would never be able to die.
He lived a pretty damn long, good life, though.
He did. He
Yes.
did.
He lasted many moons.
If I had an alcoholic beverage with him, no, I'm not going to grab your beer.
Thank you.
I
I appreciate
would
that.
pour one out for Abe, but I was really saddened to hear that Abe.
I'll pour it into my mouth.
There you go. I was really sad. This is okay. On a different note, I'm starting to believe this picture that has appeared online, where it's like, Times Man of the Year, and someone basically put that back, put the template out there, and it's got death on the cover because he's just killing everyone.
People die every year, man.
Zealies?
Shit, dude, I haven't played WoW since what's the one where you got like your garrison and you can have like minions and stuff?
Did you do Pandoria?
No, it's the one after Mr. Pandoria. I've tried getting into WoW, so I played WoW. Burning Crusade, not Burning Crusade. I keep on thinking Burning Crusade.
No.
Oh, Lords of Draenor.
Yeah.
That was the last one I played. Yeah, I played. Charlie looked at me because I played World of Warcraft really hardcore for about 4 years.
Yup.
And then I burnt out hard time, and I've tried to get into it a couple times over the years, and I just don't feel the same love for World of Warcraft like I did once upon a time. So I think I have given up on my trying to get back into World of Warcraft. Unless I do my 40-man raids again, I think I'm just lost out of the World of Warcraft world. That and trying to do the whole rating thing where you're spending 4 hours a night playing the same video game, I think those years have gone by. It's just not the same anymore. So, unfortunately, I have no more opinions. What I think is interesting about World of Warcraft is that there's been basically no hint at like World of Warcraft 2. Like, they just continuously come out with a new expansion, new expansion, new expansion, versus even having like some kind of mention of like, oh hey, maybe there's a new World of Warcraft coming out eventually. It's just the expansions. Now, granted, at this point, World of Warcraft basically is like World of Warcraft 2 when you look at the original World of Warcraft. I mean, it's a completely new game when you look at WoW Vanilla. But just the expansions, instead of just coming out with a new MMO. And it's not surprising. I mean, it's a moneymaker. Why would you?
And then, let's look at what happened when you did.
What is it about you, Blaze? Because it sounds like you are into World of Warcraft. What do you think of Warlords of Draenor and what's coming out with the expansion? I'm kind of curious as a
I don't think there's
WoW player.
Real quick. I don't think there's ever going to be a WoW 2, simply because of if you want to look at what happens, like Evercrack versus Evercraft 2, and people. The thing is, if you were to
you split your audience.
you're going to split your audience,
You did.
one, and two, if you're coming out with a new thing, they got to think, oh my god, it's going to be mind-blowing, amazing, and it's never going to live up to expectations,
It never would.
and it's going to go into the shitter. Do you feel Blizzard should have kept going with Titan or whatever that was? Ooh.
I feel like I should know what Titan is, but I haven't told you.
It is it was like an MMO for console.
I vaguely remember it, but I'm just having a total brain fart on it.
Die Hard for Burning Crusade until
Cataclysm.
Cataclysm. Since then, the great feeling has.
Yeah, because I played through Burning Crusade. I think I jumped into Cataclysm and then Warlords of Draenor, and each time, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not a huge MMO player, simply because I don't like grouping with people I don't know.
And I think part of my problems, I played thousands of hours of World of Warcraft. I played not quite as much, but a lot in
T-Forge 2.
No, Final Fantasy. MMO. Final Fantasy 14, A Realm Reborn. In between both of those MMOs, I mean, there aren't a whole lot of revolutionary MMOs out there. They all come down to the basic core mechanic of like, here's your core classes. You basically have a warrior, a caster, and an archer. As far as warrior goes, you have beefy tank, and you have your melee, and then you have your DPS. And then there's a priest thrown in there for good measure, because you got the Holy Trinity. And now go out there and kill 10 orcs and go back to your quest giver.
I've heard of Blade and Soul. I really haven't been able to look into it, but there's been a little bit of a stir about that game.
Blade and Soul. I feel like I've looked into that game, but don't actually have played it for some reason. Why do I recognize that? I'm going to look at it real quick. Because like looking at that title, I recognize it.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, the funny thing is, I actually get more. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I actually get more enjoyment out of playing a MOBA than I do an MMO. Where in MOBA you have to group up with people. Well, technically you do, but I think the thing is, when you're doing an MMO and you go on a quest that requires a group, you have to be serious about it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't pull a Leroy Jenkins every single time.
Leroy Jenkins.
Oh, damn it, I just lost my thought.
Not your thoughts.
But with MMOs, there's definitely like a competitive. What I'm basing this on is Smite, because that's the MOBA I tried. This is because MMOs these days are lazy. They never want to take the time to balance the classes. Well, of course not.
And they don't want to innovate. Like, they'll add on one little thing, and then they've also been, especially for newer MMOs, oh, good Lord, do they love microtransactions.
Oh, well, I mean, that's
and the first thing you pop in is, buy our VIP pack 7! I'm like, oh, good Lord.
No, it's the Founders Pack. It's like, did you like playing the beta in the 2 hours every 3 days that we allowed you to play? Would you like to pay $200 so you can gain exclusive access to play 4 days at an hour apiece?
The game that looks kind of like Blade and Soul, which I have played a bit of, it's Terra. It's an action RPG
Yes,
version.
bought the Founders Pack for Firefall, and I haven't gone back in a long ass time. I've also bought the Founders Pack for Paladins, and I forgot.
Nice. But Terra is a pretty solid action RPG style of MMO. But again, in the end, you know, cause I played a decent amount of Terra, but the combat mechanism is rather different, like World of Warcraft. But in the end, it's still the same type of world. You still have your core holy trinity of classes. You still have the same damn boring type of quests that are just mind-numbing stupid. You still have the same type of crafting where you go out, you take your axe, you get some stuff, you go back to the foundry. It's just, there's like little incremental things here, but there's never really, probably the last MMO I played where it's like, hey, this is actually fun, was actually, oh my gosh, NCSoft.
Guild Wars?
Yeah, Guild Wars 2. Because I liked their leveling mechanism. Where it wasn't questing, you just had like the little hearts you had to fill up in the area. And then I also loved their vistas a lot. Like, that was half the fun in that game, was just going finding all the vistas. But then I got to level 90 and was bored out of my mind. But that's like one of the games I actually enjoyed leveling up was Guild Wars 2. I thought was fun.
You know what's funny? I did play one MMO basically until I've never, with the exception of one game, have I ever reached the max level in an MMO, because I always get like really bored. And that was Defiance. I know a lot of people are like, Defiance.
I like Defiance.
I do. It's you know, there's no real class. You just basically, you know, use the skills to kind of craft the character you want.
And that was my problem too, Blaze. Like, I played Guild Wars 2 like the day it came out. Got up to level 90 Thief within like less than a month. And especially at that time, there was nothing to do once you hit level 90. I'm sure there is now more stuff to do, or you could always obviously level alts. But at the time I was just like, and I'm bored. But the leveling up, I mean, it was fun leveling up, and I can't say that very often about, most MMOs are more tedious to level up than they are fun, which is unfortunate.
Yes.
So.
Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we have reached the end of our time.
The end is nigh.
I know, but I want to thank everyone who came out to participate and view our show. Of course, we do this every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
7 o'clock Central Time.
To about roughly 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time.
6:15 Western Time.
Oh, for the love of God. I know, I'm sorry, White Kid. But have no fear, we're going to try to stream some stuff. I got a ton of games to play, so you'll probably see a lot of streaming from that. Hopefully, I get out of this funk that apparently I've been in, where I am just ripping every game that I'm reviewing a new one.
Well, I may be doing that soon too, don't worry.
Yo, I know. Zeus has got a game that he's going to be reviewing. I know this is mind-boggling to a lot of people. Zeus writing a review, but...
I already feel bad because it's terrible.
Yeah, well, anyways. But anyways, thank you for tuning in to the Ultra Confusion Thursday Night Hangout. I do want to tell you that if you want more information about what we do or any of the stuff that you would like to learn about, you can go to our website at
I'm not very good at this whole
ultraconfusion.com. You can check us out on Facebook at
Ultra Confusion.
Twitter
at Ultra Confusio, and there's no N. Why is there no N, Charlie?
Because the N would break the internet.
I'm pretty sure you just forgot to put it on there.
Maybe there's a max length of characters.
That's just terrible.
And you can also check us out on YouTube
at Ultra Confusion LLC.
And of course, if you are watching the recording of this show, and yes, we do record every single show that we do, so if you want to check out any previous episodes, you can always go to the YouTube channel. But if you are...
Or you can just watch us on a continuous loop.
If you want to watch us on Twitch, and you're not doing it, but everyone here right now is watching us on Twitch, our Twitch thing is...
twitch.tv/, not to be confused with the / Ultra Confusion.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Ultra Confusion Thursday Night Hangout. I am Charlie, that is Zelius, and we will see you in the very near future.
And remember, kids, keep on gaming in the free world.
Amen to that, brother. Peace out, everyone.
Ah!